Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. Once again, I am playing chess with the faculty. I don't know what to say. I don't know whether to laugh. I don't know whether to be angry. I don't know whether to be honored. I don't know. I've never played chess before. You got a bunch of people in doctorates degrees, faculty, and people with masters from the old days, not the masters from the new days. You know, you can fake your masters. And I don't know how, but some people do. But back in the old days, where they thesis and there's some traditional colleges that do it, but a thesis and you got the capstone projects and they got other types of ways to show to prove you're knowledgeable of whatever you studied for the year to 2 years to up to 4 years or 3 years, because it used to take 3 years to get a master's. But now with the accelerated programs, a year tops. Certain programs require a traditional 2 year. However, you sat up there and you wrote me at 4 p.m. as I was on the phone with another college. And I have plan B just in case plan A don't work out, which would set me back. However, I'm willing to take that risk for what I really want. Right? Wouldn't y'all do the same if you were left in the dark? So at 8 o'clock, no answer from my teacher, just a email after the first email stated that I can no longer be in that class. I just thought it was pure more junk mail, so I didn't open it. Then I went on TikTok and gave my solid opinion, belligerently, of course. However, if you were one class away from your master's and you put in your hard work like everybody else, and you're on your way to your second MBA, and somebody just rips that out because this organization is not going to stop until I fail or get expelled. And then they succeeded. They're sleepers. And the letter that my teacher, not my teacher, but the faculty with an MBA, I think she got 2 MBAs, stated was that they're going to allow me to continue the course, and they're going to structure it for me and specialize it for me so that I can take the class and pass it without these demonic, sadistic, malicious, vindictive people trying to make up stuff about me and purposefully isolate. So I went back and I said, I know exactly what I keep saying I'm sorry, right, faculty member? I mean, Honestly, y'all make me mad. However, I guess we have some sort of a love-hate relationship, so I must have did pretty good in my chess game and blackmailing. And, like, I don't mean to be like that. I have to protect my grades. It's not about whether I like you or not. It's about my grade. Some people are willing to take a course, drop it, and take that loss. Some people are just a season or a semester or a quarter in class without any success at all. Me, I was once a semester to quarterly student, getting out every other semester, prolonging my graduation date. I really appreciate Seattle because without the place that I stayed at, I would not have graduated with my first master's. Obviously, I was under stress. However, when I was in my safe haven, I was able to think, do my shows. But I want y'all to know something. Y'all took a piece of me. Thank you guys. I love you guys on LinkedIn. Y'all heating it up. I just wanted to say, y'all took a piece of me. I was on, I was taking a doctorate's class. I took a doctorate's class, one, and I skipped one based on me getting my master's with you guys or University of Phoenix. And I got an A. I had two discussions. I had two teachers monitoring the situation, and I managed to get an A. This was not easy material, but what made it different, UMGC, which I hope that you can try to incorporate the stuff that you do within your realm. The thing that is missing is the encouragement piece. Is it real encouragement? So, sorry. Oh, is this the rebellious phone? It's just moving. Anyway, I moved it. Anyway, so going forward, please don't give me a reason to be mad. I understand. I just want respect. The only reason I'm not giving you respect is because your actions are not respecting me. You had 30 students in that course. Two wrote me back. They studied y'all law, y'all code of conduct, y'all school. You can't make a student talk to another student. They selectively pick who they want to talk to. However, it's encouraged in a adult master's program to open up and participate, not just get mad when someone wears black lipstick, not get mad and try to stigmatize because someone has mental health issues. You will never see me as your equal, which therefore I have to show you that I am your equal. I've been in school 20 years. I know you're older than me. I know all of y'all, some of y'all got y'all doctorates, some of y'all got y'all bachelor's, some of y'all got y'all master's, some of y'all even working on your associates. However, I've been there and I've done that. I should have a doctorate. I do it so that I can look back and say what I accomplished. Don't say it's a piece of paper. Say I took credits from a university. Some of y'all don't even understand that language. You look at me like I'm this insane one when I did not create universities. Yet I'm attached in a way to junior colleges, universities, grad schools, trade schools. I've been there all. I've been to them all. No one is exempt. I don't take a couple of classes and then quit. I don't do quick classes and then just quit. No, that's not what I'm about. I want to continue to educate myself. That is something that no one can take away UMGC. And you see how they continue to try to take that away from me. It ain't even about them passing. You telling me in the 20, 40, 30 years of your career, you never had tension or resistance? You telling me you never had tension or resistance? So as soon as I do an attachment to the FBI and to someone else, the president, you correct me, which I did nothing wrong, and state, why are you even dragging the president into this when I had to? Maryland higher education, everywhere. I even filed with the courthouse today. I will wait a week before having you served just to see if I can get my classes fairly, not cheating, but fairly done in the proper way without discriminatory ways, or any type of values. I want y'all to know that. I come in this strong without being discriminated. UMGC, I have to admit, I have two things to say. I am willing to let the lawsuit drop if I can get my grades in a fair and honest manner. I'm not asking it to be easy. I'm not asking it to be super hard. I'm asking it to be fair this time. I shouldn't have to isolate. That's a childish trait when you the own school, because I didn't understand why you took me out and then put me back in. The own school is such a pattern. They have to isolate me and be fair with me and help me graduate secretively, and and have to play both sides in order to get relief from the sick stuff that these people try to make this teacher and faculty go through. I don't know whose side is who is doing what. I don't know. What I do know, I'll admit, I cannot tell whether someone is being honest or not. It takes me, I don't want to say how long, but eventually I pick up on the actions. If you're telling me to do XYZ, which is a negative thing, let's say XYZ was negative, do XYZ and then repent to God, even though XYZ God said you cannot repent for. It's just an example. You'll be like, what the heck? This person cheated me. And UMGC, like, you have a good curriculum and you have good students. However, I don't know what's going on from the time I started, which I skipped a class, a semester, to now. I think it's best that we just talk via email, Professor. I've said some things, even you probably have said some things. However, I'm just going to communicate with you. I'm not saying I don't like you or I want to do some harm. I just think that it's best that we communicate via email and or phone. My intent was never to start recording you, and I still haven't. So I made my case. I gave you a chance. Talk shit. Yes. Mad shit. Mad shit. However, I performed. I gave you what you wanted. And some people could not take that I was meeting the expectations. Everything I wrote, those were my words, corrected. And I could never dream to talk about a man for plagiarizing in a negative way, and then I go off and plagiarize. I've had 4 different papers, and all I did was, as he started painting a picture of what his vision was, this professor, I started to paint a picture of where he wanted, the Cotter stages or model change plan, and how you know how it needs to be in order, abstract, from the first abstract to the reference page to the second to the last page which houses the conclusion. And then you have your body text, and then you have your um what did you say? It's like a challenging statement or something, some type of statement, um, some type of it's on the tip of my tongue. I bet you if you yell it loud enough, I will know. Anyway, I'm not gonna try that. So, you told me to write something, con not contesting, but using critical thinking skills, write something talking about why, who, what, when, and where, or some type of why of why, or how me org needs to change. And and then the last thing I wrote was the paper, like I said, the paper on the state, the Cotters and change plan. And I made sure I used citations, APA format, 12 font, no bold italic, Times Roman numeral, normal. Um, and that's all I know. Out of 20 years, that's all I know. You want to know how much school means to me? I remember I was at Miller Mott College, technical college. I felt so alive. It was a 16 week. Y'all remember 16 weeks. Like I said, we got it very relaxed compared to the traditional schools. And to a degree, I'm okay with relaxed. I'm like, okay, let it be relaxed. Let us have 10-week courses, let us have 8-week courses, let us have 6-week courses, let us have 15-week courses, let us have 16-week courses. You know, college is something that is the experience for everyone. It is an experience for everyone. And back to you, um, you, I cannot trust you. However, I'm done with, I don't know who to trust. I don't know who to trust. And I want you to know you have to understand that. If you can ignore me and what I say out my mouth like every other woman does when they get mad, then you can see the good parts of what I provide. I know my Kimberly Cloud Show 2.0 LLC is worth investing in. I know that Blue Cloud Cleaning LLC or 2.0 LLC is worth it. When I'm not doing my homework, I I got a patent, a provisional patent. I got my own website. I am with the Boise Chamber of Commerce. I am trying to do the right things. I can admit, UMGC, sometimes I'm hard. The only reason I'm hard is because I always come in honest and optimistic. So I urge you to take this offer of my honesty and integrity. Because if you don't, it will just show that you don't care. And then the vicious cycle of getting people back will continue. So I'm going to end it here and ignore the rest. I don't want to hear nothing else. No one has to say out of that group. But I will say this to all faculty members. One, I'm not saying it again. Let me reiterate what I stated yesterday. I apologize to all my good people out there, foreign and domestic, country bound and non-country, international and non-international. I apologize to you guys. I mean no harm to the good people out there. I'm going to tell you my thinking. If I was president, I would change the Department of Defense to the Department of War. If I was president, I would do a lot. I put water in the reservoirs of California federally. I would do a lot. I don't lie unless I have to, which if it hurts someone, it's gonna come out. But if it doesn't hurt someone and it's not affecting no one, it's no one's business. That's how I feel. That goes for everything and everyone. Don't y'all feel that way too? Professors and faculty? That's what's on my mind. And honestly, I'm sorry for the past, I'm sorry for the present, and I'm sorry for the future. I will never say this again because it gets old and redundant. So I'm saying it on 14 different platforms. Thank you, ladies. You ladies are number one in my books. You work vigorously, tirelessly. Holy stockings, makeup on blouse, wine stain, Kleenex, hand sanitizer, makeup. Fix your makeup in the light of the car, in the mirror. I admire you guys, the good ones. I appreciate you guys. You and each of you has something to give to America, to every country, to the world, to the solar system. 3 planets down, then the solar system. Like, I feel you guys have so much to offer. I admire you. You're going to be admired while I'm here You were admired before I was here. I just thought you wanted my recognition. Seeing as though I'm always saying stuff negative, I might as well state some positive things that makes Boise go round. So, UMGC, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for giving me this last chance. Thank you for, um, thank you. And I apologize for the past, present, and future. So you can't say I never apologize for the past comments. You can never say I never apologize for the present comments. And you never could say I never apologize for future comments. If there was a fine-tuned key that could twist and turn off that negative hiccups, fear of rejection, and all that, you know, you know how. It was this movie I used to watch, you guys. It was hilarious. I suggest y'all watch it on your own time. It's called The Blair Witch Book of Shadows. And at the end is what psyched me out. It's like watching that movie, you actually turn into that person for a second. And I don't mean it in that way. I mean, like, you watch their world crumble right in front of you. And you don't know whether to be for the people that are breaking the law or the innocent woman that is getting loonier and loonier by the day. And at the end, she said to him, I can smell your fear. And UMGC, when I was trying to talk and schedule something in a respectful, dignified manner, I can tell via technology. I didn't smell nothing from all the way from where they are. I don't know where they are. I could care less. However, I can literally feel the fear. I can feel that they're angry. They're angry because I tell the truth. Then you're just going to be angry. I will never stop telling the truth. I mind my own business, UMGC. I wanted a grade. I would do anything except weird stuff, but anything appropriate for a grade. Anything. More extra credit work. Whatever. And they almost took that dream, and I'm pretty sure they're probably blowing up Mark's phone right now with the new footage on TikTok. They shouldn't even be watching, right? What you gonna say now? Someone watch me? That shows you have a connection to me, which means you shouldn't be watching me. And some people have used my voice, and heads up to all the businesses out there that don't like me. Some people have been using my voice as a clone. Some people, it's possible, can clone your email. So if you ever hear me curse at any of y'all, if I didn't film it, if you get me to the, like, if I start to feel like I'm about to curse at someone, I will film it. So they know exactly what I'm saying. I'm never saying I want this K word. I never say I want the H word. I never said I want the B word. You know what I want? I just want consistency. I just want honesty. I just would like for y'all to meet me halfway so we can get this over and I can be out of y'all hair and y'all can be out of my wig. Capiche? Take care, be safe. Good night. I'm tired. I'm tired, y'all. I'm about to take a nice long shower and go to bed. I'm sorry. I just had to say that. I didn't even notice it was 11 o'clock. Um, I accomplished once again a patent, two possible colleges in case this messes and backfires in my face once again. Um, a copyright.gov account, which is through the Library of Congress. Don't you want to be the Pied Piper, or do you want to be the people that follow the Pied Piper? Do you want to follow the tune, or do you want to create the tune? Nevermore. Good night.